Hi guys, in this video you will see how the actors of the movie The Mask 1994 have changed. You will know their real names and age and what's with them now. Let's start. Our first movie character name is Dr. Neuman. Dr. Neumann is a character in the movie who's a psychiatrist and wrote a book called The Mask We Wear. In the movie, he is about 50 years old. Ben Stien plays Dr. Neumann. He is an American writer and lawyer born on 26 November 1944 and is now 79 years old. Next, we have a character from the movie, Stanley Ipkiss. Stanley Ipkiss is a shy guy who works in a bank and has a crush on Carlyle. In the movie, he is 32 years old. The character of Stanley Ipkiss is played by Jim Carrey, a Canadian-American actor born on 17 January 1962. He is now 62 years old. Jim Carrey once said, "You will only ever have two choices, love or fear. Choose love and don't ever let fear turn you against your playful heart." With that, there is another character in the film, Dorian Tyrell. Dorian Tyrell is a bad guy who works for a big boss called Nico in Edge City. He is like a professional killer and he is 29 years old in the movie. The actor who plays him is Peter Greene, born on 8 October 1965. Peter isn't married and doesn't have kids. He used to be married to someone named Jeni in 1978, but they split up in 1979 and they have one daughter together. Peter has two younger brothers, John and Mary. Next up, we have another character in the movie, LT.Mitch Kellaway. LT.Mitch Kellaway is a cop who gets mixed up in strange things because of a magic mask. He is about 29 years old in the movie. Peter Reigert acts as LT.Mitch Kellaway. He was born on 11 April 1947 and is now 77 years old. Peter Reigert is very talented. He makes movies and acts in them, and people love the stories he tells. Besides his works, he has a happy family life. Let's now introduce the next character in the movie, Peggy Brandt. Peggy Brandt, a newspaper reporter who told secrets to Dorian Tyrell betraying Stanley Ipkiss. She is 32 years old in the movie. Peggy Brandt is played by Amy Yasback, born on 12 September 1962. Amy Yasback is famous for her role as Casey on the TV show Wings from 1994 to 1997. Now in 2024, she is 61 years old. Let's now introduce the next character in the movie, Charli Schumaker. Charli Schumaker in the movie, the role is played by the late American actor Richard Jeni. Charli is nice, but sometimes he can be a bit selfish or make decisions without thinking carefully. He is 37 years old in the movie. Richard Jeni was born on 14 April 1957, but sadly he died on 10 March 2007. He was found in his home in West Hollywood, California. He had shot himself in the head. His girlfriend Amy Murphy found him in the bathroom. Richard Jeni was 49 years old when he died. Our next movie character is Detective Doyle. Detective Doyle works alongside Detective Mitch Kellaway at Edge City. He's friendly but a bit clumsy and he really loves donuts. Sometimes he ends up causing more trouble for Detective Kellaway than helping him. In the movie, he is 35 years old. Detective Doyle is played by Jim Doughan. Jim Doughan, born on 2 August 1959, he is an American actor, teacher and writer. You might know him in Detective Doyle in The Mask and Detective Allen in Stuart Little, as well as the voice of Lucky the Cat. He is now 64 years old. The next character we'll see in the movie is Tina Carlyle. Tina Carlyle sings at the Coco Moco nightclub in Edge City. She used to date a famous criminal named Dorian Tyrell. In the movie, she is 22 years old. Tina Carlyle's character is played by Cameron Diaz. Cameron's full name is Cameron Michelle Diaz and she was born 30 August 1972. She is an American actress and now she is 51 years old. Her movies have made over $3 billion in the US. She was the highest paid actress over 14 in 2013.
Okay, looks good. On to the next. Okay, this is where you need to pay attention. This is the one that's going to be everywhere. It might be in the bakery, it might be in the wine aisle. See this position?
Our next movie character name is Mrs.Peenman. In the movie, Mrs.Peenman is Stanley Ipkiss' grumpy landlord. She is often mad at Stanley and they end up in funny and annoying situations. She is 56 years old in the movie. Nancy Fish plays Mr.Peenman in the movie. She was born on 16 March 1938 and is known for acting in movies like The Mask, The Exorcist and Sudden Impact. Right now she is 86 years old. The next character in our movie is Irv Ripley. Irv works at a car repair shop in Edge City with his brother Bert. They are known for cheating customers by making up extra problems with their cars. In the movie, Irv is 37 years old. Our character is played by Tim Bagely. Tim Bagely was born on 17 August 1957. He worked in funny and serious roles in movies, TVs and plays. Right now he is 66 years old. Now let's meet the next character in the movie, Freeze. Freeze is a trusted friend and top assistant to Dorian Tyrell. Sadly he dies unexpectedly when Stanley Ipkiss accidentally kills him while wearing the mask. In the movie, Freeze is 36 years old. Reg E. Cathey played Freeze in the movie. He was born 18 August 1958 and he died 2018 when he was 59. He passed away because of lung cancer. Let's now introduce the next character in the movie, Nico. Nico is the powerful leader of the mafia in Edge City. He always has his Cuban bodyguard and a group of gangsters led by Dorian Tyrell working for him. In the movie, Nico is 53 years old. Nico is played by Orestes Matacena. He was born on 29 August 1941. Orestes is a Cuban American who works as an actor, director, producer and writer. He made a big impact in both Hollywood and New York. Right now he is 82 years old. Coming up next is another character in the movie, Maggie. In the movie, she ignores Stanley Ipkiss to hang out with her friend. She only shows up briefly at the start. She is 27 years old in the movie. Joely Fisher plays Maggie in the movie. She was born on 29 October 1967. Joely is a well-known American actress and singer. She was named Miss Golden Globe at the 1992 Golden Globe Awards. Right now, she is 56 years old. Our next movie character name is L.I. Punk. L.I. Punk, hey mister, you got the type. The mark as a part, matter of fact, I do Kobe. Now guys, I want you to write the age in the comment section of L.I. Punk. L.I. Punk character is portrayed by B.J. Bari. He is known for The Mask, The Last Dragon and Parker Lois Carlos. Following that, there is another character in the film, Murray. In the movie, Murray is Peggy's boss at the local newspaper. Even though he doesn't have a big role, his conversation with Peggy and his job at the newspaper make the movie special. Murray is 48 years old in the movie. Blake Clark plays the character of Murray. He was born on 2 February 1946. He talented in many areas and contributed making movies, TV shows, stand-up comedy and voice acting better. Right now, he is 78 years old. Next up, we have another character in the movie, Mr.Dickey. Mr.Dickey is Stanley Ipkiss' boss at the bank in the movie. He is always seen picking on Stanley while they are at work. He is 26 years old in the movie. Eamonn Roche plays the character of Mr. Dickey. He was born on 29 November 1968. Eamonn Roche comes from a family of actors. His father and brother are also actors. Now let's meet the next character in the movie, Ornaldo. Ornaldo works for the crime boss Dorian Tyrell as one of his helpers. He is one of the bad guy who helps Dorian Tyrell try to become the main boss of Edge City instead of Nico. In the movie, Ornaldo is 31 years old. Niles Allen Stewart plays the character of Ornaldo. He was born on 19 July 1961. He has also been on TV shows like Good Trouble and Zone of Exclusion. In 2024, he is 62 years old. Our next movie character name is Sweet Eddie. Sweet Eddie works for the crime boss Dorian Tyrell. He is part of the gang trying to rob the bank. In the movie, Sweet Eddie is 34 years old. Danny Forrest played Sweet Eddie. He was born on 5 September 1960. Sadly, he passed away from a sudden stroke in Los Angeles on 18 March 2002 at 41 years old. Please share your favorite movie scenes by leaving a comment below. If you enjoyed the content and appreciate the effort, I kindly invite you to subscribe to my channel to show your support. Thank you guys.